Welcome to Red Arrow Park here in Abbottsford, Wisconsin, as we get ready for Dairyland League baseball today. Abbottsford versus Marshfield Chaparrals. Chaparrals come in at 7 wins, 1 loss. Couldn't find any stats on Abbottsford, so we'll see how they are here as the game goes. Jason here with the Zaleski Sports Show. We will take you coast to coast today, and you can stay comfortable where you are right now, and we will have some exciting baseball action for you today as we look in here at home plate, as we get our ground rules and we get our managerial notes and handshake. And it looks like everybody's content with what's happening behind home plate, so we'll be content here to get things going. Again, thanks to our friends over at River Edge Public Golf Course in Marshfield, Wisconsin. River Edge Public Golf Course, and they've got a Sunday special that's today, starting at 3 p.m. So as soon as the game is done, go down to River Edge Public Golf Course. $30 is all you can golf with a cart. That is today at River Edge Public Golf Course. Yeah, they got me chalked up here.
Okay, yeah, on the way back. Okay. All right.
Yep, and I just stay put.
If it goes in there, it's dead
Yeah.
automatically. Whether it goes through.
Okay.
So I would move
Yeah, if I can, huh? Yeah, okay.
That ball leaves a pretty good well.
Yeah, I've had it before, so okay.
We got Mike Klein coming. He can work third.
He can. You get a third umpire here. That's nice. Yeah. All right, umpires stopping by to make sure we are safe and sound out here in the media box. I am on the first base line on camera 2. Trevor Zaleski producing today. He's on the 1s and 2s. And Rachel from the Zaleski Sports Show, she's keeping stats, and she'll give us kind of some unique information throughout the game today. And I know she's got a microphone where she is, so she can chime in anytime that she feels fit, as we see today's starting pitcher here on the mound. And we will get the starting pitcher name here as soon as Rachel decides to give it to me. Who's the Abbotsford starting pitcher, please? As warm-ups are just about finished here at Red Arrow Park in Abbotsford. We are just about set for Dairyland League action. I don't see anybody in the press box here, so I don't think we'll have a national anthem or any starting lineups. Not today, anyway. Who is the Abbotsford starting pitcher, please? Aaron Morrill on the hill for Abbotsford, and he is on his last warm-up pitch. We'll have our throwdown, and we will be set for baseball. Leading things off for the Chaparrals, number 1, left fielder Nate McDonald. About 82 degrees today at first pitch, and we are just about exactly here at 1:30 in Abbotsford, and we are ready for baseball. Ball lifted there towards shallow right field, coming in for it and making the catch for out number 1. So McDonald retired for the first out of the inning. Chaparral starting center fielder and team manager, coach Justin Rayburn. Rayburn stands in, and he's ready to take his first shot there, just low for a ball. Ball grounded to third and through the gap. Rayburn reaches safely, and the Chaparrals have a base runner here with 1 out in the top of the first. Nice job by Rayburn there to hustle down the line. No throw came over as that ball was hit in the hole. Shortstop was able to pick it, but not able to get the ball out of his mitt for a throw as he was ranging quickly to his right. Not able to get on balance and fire back over here to first base. Erickson now steps in for Marshfield. His first at-bat today. Erickson catching and batting in the 3-hole for the Chaparrals. Rayburn takes off. It's a hit and run. Rayburn will need to get back, perhaps, as that ball is dropped into center field. Rayburn races back down to second, and he is safe as the ball got away from the shortstop there at second. Erickson able to bloop one in, and runners now at first and second for Marshfield. Rachel, you got to tell me who's up. It's one job right now. Say again. That ball is fouled, and Sam Schwanebeck takes his first crack here at the Abbotsford team. We got runners first and second, 1 out. That ball there drilled to deep left field. Under it to left fielder there, makes the catch. All runners get back to their bases. Deep hit by Schwanebeck on that 311 left field fence. Challenged the fence out there, but came up about 15 feet short. 2 outs now, runners at first and second. Luke Wirtz. See if he can get Rayburn around to get a Chaparral score here in the top of the first. And Rayburn on second, Erickson on first. Here's the pitch. That ball grounded sharply at third, bobbled there momentarily and able to step on the base for the out. Rayburn about a step and a half away from making that play, getting over to third safely. So Chaparrals leave 2 on. We go to the bottom of the first after this. From the family at Nasonville Dairy, thank you for watching this presentation of live high school sports. Nasonville Dairy is over 125 years in the making and has been supporting Wisconsin sports for just as long. Nasonville Dairy supports 180 family farms throughout Wisconsin and is committed to supporting local dairy farmers and all the student athletes in central Wisconsin and beyond. NasonvilleDairy.com.
Cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
All right, we take a look at Chaparral starting pitcher today, Cade Lancourt. Lancourt, a fastball dealing pitcher for the Chaparrals. Saw him earlier this year in relief duty and struck out 5 out of 6 batters here about 2 weeks ago. We'll see him now in the starting rotation for the Marshfield Chaparrals. Merchants will get started with Ryan Schumacher leading off for the Merchants today. Schumacher wearing 42 today. Jackie Robinson-esque 42. Lancourt finishing up his warm-up pitches, and we are just about underway here in the bottom of the first inning. Again, thanks to our friends at River Edge Public Golf Course in Marshfield. Sunday special, 3 p.m., $30, all you can golf. That's today, right at the conclusion of this Chaparral's Merchants game. Head over to River Edge Public Golf Course. $30 all you can golf after 3 p.m. today. River Edge Public Golf Course. Chaparral defense ready. Lancour taking one extra pitch there. Throw down. And we see Schumacher here step to the plate for the Merchants. Marshfield with 2 hits in the first, unable to push Rayburn past second base. They had runners on first and second with 2 outs. Ground ball to third ended the Chaparral first. And take a look as Lancour is ready, and his first offering is high for a ball. Lancour set and delivers. Strike at the numbers, at the letters. The letters and numbers. Again, guys, thanks for watching today and enjoying this Tri-Media Zaleski Sports broadcast. Make sure to let your friends and neighbors know where you found us. They can watch today's game too, as that ball is lifted foul and into to the neighbor's lawn across the street here, as we are residential here to the third and first base sides here in Abbottsford. Make sure to let your friends and neighbors know where you found us. They can enjoy this game too today. Check swing foul, fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Schumacher. Send him a quick message on Facebook. It's probably where you found us. Send them a text, give them a call. Go knock on their door. Knock on their head, whatever you got to do, and let them know that they've got free baseball here to watch today. Dairyland League. High for ball 2. Dairyland League Baseball, this is a conference game today. I know Rachel's still chasing down the Abbotsford record on the season. See if we can get that here in just a moment. Strike 3 called. Schumacher goes down. Lancour picks up his first strikeout of the afternoon. Ian Rao now in for the Merchants. And I know Rachel's going to feed me these positions too. I just know it. And we'll let you know where Ian plays in the field today. Rao, the right fielder for the Merchants. Lancour ready. And the 1-0. Ball fouled just about straight back and out of play for strike 1. Souvenir or 50 cents for somebody. See kids running in that general direction. Okay, I say it's 50 cents. I think that's worth about 50 cents here. Not a whole lot of kids. I see the Abbotsford fans have matched in size the Marshfield contingent here today. Strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice pitch by Lancour there. Rao frozen. One ball, 2 strikes. Lancour ready and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First 2 batters for Lancour and 2 strikeouts here as Cade dealing early here in Abbotsford. Jarrett Rao, second baseman. Garrett Rao, second baseman for the Abbotsford Merchants today with 2 outs. First 2 outs recorded from the hill as Lancour picks up 2 quick strikeouts for the Chaparrals. Swing and a miss there. Just high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. A little bit of breeze coming in here. A helpful breeze on a 82-degree Sunday afternoon. Ball out of play. It's going to land on the street right behind us. Well, just on the median there, and we'll settle. And we've got somebody coming in for the ball. She was in a hurry to get there, looking for that 50 cents. Lancourt ready. High, ball 2. Two outs. Lancourt ready, and the 2-2. Inside for a ball. Full count now. Full count to Rao. Again, Lancourt struck out the first 2 batters he's seen today. Looking to strike out the side. Got Rao on a full count. Ball outside, ball 4. And Rao draws a walk. Merchants with their first base runner today. Sean Wagert now for the Merchants. Was just the first base coach a moment ago. Now he steps in, and I know Rachel's going to tell me what position he plays, so we can get that information out to you. Designated hitter today is Wagert. And again, as we mentioned on the broadcast here just a bit ago, Rachel's got a microphone down there at the table. She can jump in here at any minute, let us know what she sees from behind home plate. Low for a ball is Lancourt. Lancourt now 3 straight balls thrown after he struck out the first 2 Merchant batters. Wagert swing and a miss there as Rao a little bit tripped up here at first base. Actually headed back to first as the pitch was delivered. Lancourt gets ground out here as Pills steps on the bag and records out number 3 for the Chaparrals. So Merchants do get one on via walk, leave him stranded. We go to the top of the second, no score. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. And we're back here at Red Arrow Park in Abbottsford as we take a look at some of the Marshfield folks that made their way up here to cheer on their Chaparrals today. Scoreless here as we go to the top of the second. Each team with a couple batters. Chaparrals put 2 on in the top of the first, and the Merchants able to get 1 on via walk. Lancourt with 2 quick strikeouts to start the bottom of the first, and then a ground out to Pills. Stepped on the bag at second for the easy out, and that's where we are now, is a 0-0 score as we head to the top of the second. Lucius Messerschmidt, first base for the Chaparrals. He will get his Chaparral started here in the top of the second. That ball misses outside, ball 1. And the 1-0. Just below the knees for a ball. Ball 2. Rachel, remind me of the last name for the Abbotsford pitcher. Messerschmidt grounds down to third, bounces off the bag. Throw is over, and the stretch, he is out. Nice stretch there by the Merchant first baseman as Messerschmidt hustled down the line. Unable to beat out the throw there as the ball popped right up off the third base bag, right into his hand over there, and a fastball over to first base records the first out. And we're gonna have a quick talk here between these umpires. The base umpire called Messerschmidt out, and we'll see here what the call is, and the call is out. And the home plate umpire confirms that a tag was applied to Messerschmidt before he reached the bag. So out one recorded. Shortstop Bobby Pills steps in for the Chaparrals, his first at bat today. Ball outside. One out here, top of the second, no score at Red Arrow Park in Abbotsford. Off-speed pitch outside for ball two. Ball low in the dirt, 3 straight balls here to Pills. He can be choosy here on the 3-0. Again, one out. Chaparrals about a half a step away from their first base runner of the inning on the Messerschmidt grounder to third. But they will get one here with one out as Pills draws a 4-pitch walk. The Chaparrals in business in the top of the second. Jack Donahue in for Chaparrals today. Designated hitter as Lancourt will not take swings today. Up to Donahue now to move Pills around the bases. A low ball one there. Chaparrals having some good times in their dugout today, and why not? They're 7-1, sitting in first place, and having a really good season are the Chaparrals. So you may as well have some fun while you're in there. It's a long baseball season. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pills on first, 1 out. Donahue fouls that one back and across the street over towards that red Jeep that we followed in here today. Hope that didn't hit that red Jeep too hard down there. And we've got a couple kids chasing after 50 cents down there again. That ball high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Very cool setup here at Red Arrow Park. Lots of nice pine trees and evergreens as the backdrop over the outfield wall. That ball is hit into center field, and that'll get down for a hit. Donahue moves Pills to second. He's got a single of his own. Chaparrals now runners on first and second. And the Beard, better known as Ryan Metz, steps in. Second baseman for Chaparrals is Metz. Often been known not to take a glove with him to the infield. He just catches the ball with his beard. Strike there, outside third, and Metz sees first pitch sail in for a strike. Abbotsford coach is telling the outfield to come in. See what Metz thinks about that. Anyway, nice backdrop here at the park as that ball is hit foul right up the third base line. No balls, 2 strikes. That interesting fence alignment in right field. The fence actually dips out. It makes kind of a half circle out there in deep right field. Right down the line it's 325, and then it circles out to about 350 and then starts winding its way back in towards center field. I didn't hear that. As we take a look there at that kind of half circle, it's better on an aerial view, but that fence dips way around there in deep right field. And that's actually deceiving what that look is all about out there. Interesting though, as that ball is hit Foul and out of play. We chased after it down the right field line, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Metz extending his at-bat here. Off-speed pitch there for a ball. One out, runners first and second for Chaparrals. And the 2-2. Swung on and missed by Metz for strike 3. Metz goes down on strikeout. And we're back to the top of the order here for the Chaparrals. Nate McDonald, left fielder. And I believe my statistician is going to tell me that McDonald got on via hit to start the game in the top of the first. Well, let me know. That ball hit to short and booted there at short. Pills rounds third. Everybody's safe. McDonald reaches on a odd hop to the shortstop out there under his glove and unable to pick it and get anybody out. We now go to Justin Rayburn. Rayburn reached on a kind of a bloop into right field. Recorded the last out of the first inning. Now with the chance for RBIs, that ball briefly gets away. No concern there as the very short backstop here, plus that ball only squirted about 4 feet away from the catcher. Squirted, slipped, and slimed right through his mitt there. And the 1-0. Off-speed pitch at the knees for a strike. Dropped right in. No base coaches out for the Chaparrals with 2 outs. That ball just low, just missed the bottom of the strike zone there for strike 2. Instead, it's 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1 is on its way. That one is fouled back and headed right for Butternut Street, which right behind Red Arrow Park here. Butternut's had a lot of action today. We've had about 3 or 4 balls already hit on Butternut. I think if you're looking for 50 cents and you're a kid shagging balls, I just stand on the street. 2 outs, bases loaded, the 2-2. That ball hit towards center field. Center fielder under it there. And records out number 3. So with the bases loaded, 2 outs, Chaparrals strand all 3. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. Back here at Red Arrow Park, and we are reminded that the Abbottsford baseball team, state champs back in 2006 in Division 4. Division 4 state champs this year, Athens Blue Jays, back-to-back state champions in WIAA Division 4. Good year back in 2006 for Abbottsford, no doubt about it. They hang the banner here at Red Arrow Park. And no score as we come into the bottom of the 6th inning. Lancourt back on the mound. Take a look at Lancourt again on the mound. Two strikeouts in the bottom of the 1st inning. See if he can hurl a few more strikeouts here and get the Chaparrals off the field and back at bat. Riley Erickson, the throw down. Schwanenbeck at third has it and hand delivers the ball to Lancourt. And we're starting here. Trevor Stitchin here for the Merchants. Get us started here in the bottom of the second inning. Stitchin, left fielder for Abbotsford today. Strike at the letters. High strike zone today. That ball fouled just straight back. Look out there behind the bathroom. If you're coming out of the men's room right now, you could be in trouble. Take a look here at the Merchant left fielder, Stitchin. No balls, 2 strikes. And Lancourt in the windup delivers to home outside for a ball. Again, very nice crowd here for Dairyland League action. Pretty good contingent made the trip up from Marshfield, and all the Abbotsford regulars are here. Off-speed pitch there, grounded right back up the middle. Stitching on with a leadoff hit here in the bottom of the second for the Merchants. First baseman Tyler here for Abbotsford as we get a pronunciation guide hammered out back behind home plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Coach, what's Tyler's last name, please? Okay. Clifford. Got it. All right, Tyler Clifford, first baseman. Throw over here and back in time. Nice first move by Lancourt there. First time he's thrown over to first today. First time Stutchin's got some dirt in his pants. That ball is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, nobody out here. Our second batter in the bottom of the second inning. Strike there on the outside corner. And 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Concession stand now is wide open behind home plate, so if you're here and watching, make sure to go down and get yourself something to drink and something to eat. And a swing and a miss there by Clifford, strike 3. Lancourt with strikeout number 3 on the day, 1 out in the bottom of the second. Tyler Levita here. Or Tyler Robita. Thank you, Rachel. Robita? All right, very good. Go through the whole Rolodex here. Yep. Robita sees strike 1 come in from Lancourt. That ball grounded to short. Pills there over to second. Mets for 1. Down to first and just late as the Chaparrals attempted to turn the double play. Do get the lead runner. And 2 outs. Pitch there, strike again. And Lancourt doing a nice job of getting ahead in the count so far this afternoon. Able to record 3 strikeouts so far. And the 0-1. That one chopped high to Lancourt. He's got it on the mound, over to first, and just a bit high to Messerschmidt, who gets the tag down. Lancourt maybe in a bit of a hurry there to get the throw over, but hauled in by Messerschmidt for out number 3. So we are scoreless through 2, third inning coming up.
My name is Marissa, and I just finished my junior year in college. It's time for me to buy my first car before I start my senior year and before I start my career search. I clicked on an ad for Wheelers and found a car that was in my budget. I contacted the dealership and they emailed me an appointment for test drive. Test drive day is here. The sales staff was helpful and made sure I was comfortable learning about the car. It only took a few minutes and my credit application was approved. Just a couple of quick signatures and a payment I can afford. My first time buying a car, and it was so simple. Thank you, Wheelers.
Okay, hi. Take a look at fine pooch there down the third base line. Taking in some shade here on a fairly warm Sunday afternoon. It's not overbearing, but the sun beating down here. We're on our third day of summer here in 2018. Not the dog days of summer yet. He's just ahead of schedule over there. We will get started here with number 3 hitter and catcher Riley Erickson for the Chaparrals. Erickson reached in the first. His second at bat here in the top of the third. Ball there to start the at-bat for Erickson. Off-speed pitch there, hammered by Erickson down to short. Pick there. Throw over to first is going to be wide. And Erickson reaches. Tough throw there by the shortstop. That would have been a tough throw to make. Erickson reaches. Probably an error given there as a E6 on the scorebook and Erickson on first. Schwannebeck up. Schwannebeck now for the second time today. Hit up the third base line and foul. Right towards our dog friend out there, and the dog never moved an inch. Didn't even look at the ball. Oh, now the dog's wondering. Dog's looking now, saying, hey, what's going on? Why are people running around me out here? The 0-1, off speed inside and high for ball 1. Throw back over, and Erickson dives back in. Pretty soft dirt here in Abbotsford. Grass infield and grass baselines. Another unique thing here at Red Arrow Park, the grass baselines. Erickson stealing. He's on his way down to second. Throw is down. Gets away. Erickson with a stolen base. And the Chaparrals with a base runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Strike was called on the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Erickson with a stolen base. He's on second. Schwannebeck facing a 1-2 pitch. Fouled back. Straight back. Off the backstop post. Saw a lot of off-the-post action here the last few days as the 2018 FIFA World Cup's in full swing. Germany tied 1-1, banged one off the post at about the 80th minute, and then later scored the winner against Sweden in the equivalent of a soccer buzzer beater. Strike 3 called Schwannebeck. He goes down looking. 1 out for the Chaparrals. Third baseman Luke Wirtz in now for the Chaparrals for his second at bat today. And you don't really get a buzzer beater per se in soccer, as the event is timed, no doubt about that, but it's not quite as soon as the clock hits a certain number or hits zeros does it stop. It's a bit of some ambiguity to the timing, and the timing is kept by the referee on the field, so he's the one who says when it's done. Really has very little to do with the outward facing clock, but the German team scored with about what turned out to be about 20 seconds left, and a game winner. They needed that one badly in their group play. Of course, this is the Men's World Cup we're talking about here. USA, no participant this year. The 0-2 pitch here. Off speed and swinging out in front of it is Wirtz. Erickson moves over to third on the throw. The base runner moves along, but 2 outs though. Messerschmidt up now with a chance for an RBI. Will need to hit safely though with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Erickson on third, looking to score if he can. Ball there outside. So again, no Team USA participant in the World Cup this year. Disappointing result for Team USA as they were eliminated from contention late last fall. Still though, a lot to be watched. It's have a fun time. Even if you're not into soccer, starting next week, they'll be into their tournament. They've got a 16-team tournament, and then it's just like any other bracket you've seen, whether March Madness or the NFL playoffs, whatever. Single elimination tournament, and it's exciting. Exciting sport. That ball hit right at short. Messerschmidt hustles down the line and unable to beat the force there. So Erickson crosses the plate but does not score on the force out. And the score remains 0-0, bottom of the third coming up next.
Welcome to the Zaleski Sports Show. I'm your host, Rachel.
Hey, welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski.
It's time for the Zaleski Sports Show 3 to see.
I'm in the house.
I'm in the house.
He's in the house. He's in the house.
Have a great week, everyone.
Go Sports! Back here at Red Arrow Park in Abbottsford, Dairyland League action. Chaparrals Merchants. Take a look at, well, actually we're taking a look at our Chaparral Bat Boy here. How about that? Yeah, well, so far it's lasting. I don't know. We'll see here. Fans are worried about maybe breaking the camera here if I point in that dugout too far. Looks okay though from here. There you go. Little wave home there. And I'm sorry, Rachel, you said Hagen? Ogden. Okay, Hogden here for the Merchants. Rachel will tell me here in a moment what position he plays. Catcher, Hogden. So we are experimenting with the new setup here. It's going fairly well. Information getting fed to me by, well, what now turns out to be our live stream sports expert, Rachel. But where she's still ironing out the expert part of it. As Rachel's learning to keep score for baseball for the first time in her life. Getting up to speed fairly quickly. Lancourt here to Hogden for the first ball, and it's high for ball one. Thank you to our friends at V&H Automotive in Marshfield, located just north of Highway 97. You can visit them in person or at vhautos.com, vnhautos.com, my apologies. V&H Auto, located just north of Marshfield on Highway 97. V&H Auto, a short drive from anywhere. That ball here hit to Metz at second. Bobbles it just momentarily over to Messerschmidt for the out, and Ogden hustles down the line, but unable to beat the throw as the Chaparrals record out number 1. Schumacher in for the second time today, center fielder for the Merchants. Struck out in the bottom of the first. Strike at the knees. And Schumacher wearing the famous Jackie Robinson 42. Strike 2 there, 2 quick strikes to Schumacher. Again, he went down swinging to start the Abbotsford bottom of the first. See what Lancourt does here on the 0-2. Fastball outside. Schumacher had an inclination. It held up, though. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Off-speed pitch way outside. Erickson not able to corral that one. Nobody on base, so no immediate worry there. Just kind of a wild pitch by Lancourt. Lancourt ready, winds and delivers. That ball hit over to Pills at short, range is over, fires over to first in time for the out. Nice play there as Pills and Messerschmidt go 6-3 for out number 2. Ian Rao now for round 2. He struck out back in the bottom of the first. I believe Rachel's going to tell me Lancourt with 3 strikeouts on the day. Swing and a miss there on pitch number 1. 3 strikeouts for Lancourt today. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Nobody on for the Merchants. Ball there in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. The only thing we're missing on our setup today is a personal assistant for yours truly. Could use a splash of water. The 1-1, low for ball 2. May have to use the services of the Chaparral bat boy. He's pretty efficient in his job. He could probably squeeze it in. That ball hit to Pills at short, gobbles it, fires over in time for out number 3. So the Merchants go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third, so we're still scoreless. Top of the fourth coming up. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota, powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Again, thanks for joining us on the broadcast today. Jason here with the Zaleski Sports Show. Trevor on the 1s and 2s, and Rachel filling in as sports expert today, getting me all the needed stats, pronunciations, lineups, batters, dogs' names, whatever. I think she's got most of it figured out. See how she performs here in the top of the fourth. And we take a look at our Little Sprouts Learning Garden radar today, and clouds moving in, threat of rain as the afternoon wears on. Pace of this game, though, pretty speedy. Probably wouldn't be any rain if this pace continues, but clouds moving in from the west. Talk about rain moving in a little bit later this afternoon, so we'll keep an eye on that. But for now, pretty steamy, a little bit humid, 83 degrees. And our friends at Little Sprouts Learning Garden, I know, have a spot or 2 open at their daycare facility located out in Auburndale. Have a look at them on Facebook. Type in Little Sprouts Learning Garden and check in with them today. And I know with school, as we're into summer now, school will be here before you know it, and Little Sprouts Learning Garden help your little tykes and half pints while the big kids are in school. Ball high there. Pills here for his second at bat today. Strike there on the outside third. Rachel will tell me what he did on his first at bat. Yeah, Rachel said he got to first base, and she's still looking up how. We'll get that information to you. As strike two sails into Pills. And drew a base on balls back in the second inning, I believe. Again, Rachel's that ball hit here and through the hole in second. Pills on with a hit. Gets the Chaparrals started here in the top of the fourth. Jack Donahue now for the Chaparrals. Jack reached back in the top of the second. Swung on a miss there. High strike. Probably would have been a ball had he let it go, and it's a strike on the scoreboard now. Throw back over to first. Pills back in. Pills with a jersey full of dirt here now. Pills have to carry around an extra 5 pounds of dirt as he works his way around the bases here. Donahue fouls that back, and just missed a green Dodge pickup truck there. Cars under attack here at Red Arrow Park today. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. High for ball one. Pills dances off of first base, comes back. Donahue working through some elbow discomfort here, so he's DHing. Hasn't been pitching as of late. That ball ripped into left field, just over the outstretched arm of the third baseman there. And Donahue now with a hit, back-to-back hits for the Chaparrals. And the Beard makes his way back to home plate, looking for an RBI. He made an out somehow, Rachel says, back in the second inning. It's a strikeout. Strikeout for Metz. See if he can get a hit here and move some base runners around. Bunt put down and fouled straight back. The sun at about its apex here today, and it's warm out here, but that's what you get when summer happens. Nothing wrong with a little heat in the summer. I see a couple umbrellas out today. Thought maybe they were hoping for rain, but no, they're just shielding from the sun. Some people, I guess, not ready for summer yet. Bunt shown again there by Metz, down the first base line and foul. Metz works his way back towards home plate now with 2 straight bunt attempts and 2 fouls. There'll be no bunt coming on the third pitch, as a bunt foul with 2 strikes is an out. Everybody knows that. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Chaparrals, runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. Off speed and strike 3. Another strikeout for Metz. He's gone down twice now to a K. And 1 out brings up Nate McDonald back to the top of the order for the Chaparrals. See if they can move these 7 and 8 hitters around the bases and get on the board. We're scoreless here in the top of the fourth. And Rachel's going to, of course, as she always does, tell me what Nate did his last time up. Nate made it to first somehow. Ball low. Rachel says he singled back in his last attempt, and she's going to tell me what inning that was. Back in the second inning. Thank you. Should probably make Rachel a checklist on what to tell me each time. That ball low in the dirt, and that'll cause us to have our first communique between pitcher-catcher here for the Merchants, and they've got a very, very quick consideration there, and they've got things hammered out. We'll see. 2 balls, no strikes to McDonald. Ducks on the pond, as they say here in baseball, with runners at first and second. Off-speed pitch for a strike. And the 2-1. That ball chopped right to third and out of play. So foul there. 2 balls, 2 strikes down to McDonald. He was a bit ahead there on that off-speed pitch. Chopped it straight towards the third base coach. Sam Schwanebeck down there coaching at third. Hit it right at him as he was way ahead of that 2-1 offering. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the fourth. That ball in the dirt gets past the catcher there, and all runners move up 1 base. Do not pass go yet, although McDonald attempting to accomplish that as now both runners in scoring position. Full count upcoming to McDonald. Full count delivery underway as the pitcher gets his grip, looks to second, looks to home, fires home, outside for a ball, so McDonald draws the walk. Nice at bat there by Nate, and Chaparral's now for the second time today, bases loaded. Chaparral squandered an opportunity with bases loaded back in the second. Now they're back at it here in the fourth. Rayburn in for the second time today. Third time today. No. Rachel, third at bat for Rayburn. Third at bat sees strike 1 of pitch 1 in this at bat. Pills dancing off a third. That ball grounded to short, picked there, over to second, not in time. All runners safe, run home by Pills, and an RBI for Rayburn, and the Chaparrals are on the board for the first time today. Throw just late over to second as McDonald hustled over to second base. Pills running on the contact, and he scored easily down the third baseline. Erickson now, bases still loaded. Erickson singled back in the third. Looking for another hit here. Hit should score 2, and that ball is driven deep to center. That's going to get all the way to the wall, bounces off the wall. Erickson rounding first. Rayburn all the way from first. He's going to come home and score. Riley Erickson with a bases loaded clearing double. 3 RBIs for Erickson on 1 swing of the bat, and the Chaparrals are up 4-0. Nobody covering second base or third base there momentarily. Erickson had a thought to run over there, but held up. That ball two-hopped off the wall there in deep left center. Cleared the bases. And the Chaparrals now out to a 4-0 lead here in Abbottsford. Sam Schwanebeck now steps in for his third at-bat today. Swung on a miss there. And the next thing I know Rachel's going to tell me is what Schwanebeck did his last at-bat. Schwanebeck with a strikeout in his last at-bat. In the third, that ball bounced in. Erickson hustles down to third, and he is safe. Nice base running there by Erickson. Good aggressive move there by Erickson to get down to third. Now a fly ball scores him. Cerebral baseball player is Erickson. Played for the Rafters for a bit last year. And play like this, maybe looking for a call-up here this summer. That's outside for a ball. I was told last week Erickson's got a year of eligibility left for the Northwoods League, and play like this, a team like the Rafters probably could use him. Off-speed pitch there, and that's the fly ball the Chaparrals were looking for. Under it there in right field, and throw comes in and will be late. Erickson scores. RBI for Schwanebeck, and it's 5-0 Chaparrals. Wirtz now up, and he grounded out for an out back in the third inning. Sees a strike here in inning number 4. Well, good inning put in here by the Chaparrals. They had bases loaded, and Erickson rocket to the wall, scored all 3. Erickson comes around to score, and a Schwanebeck sac fly. This one bounced. Nice play by Short there, but it's not going to be in time as Wirtz hustles down the line. Nice play by the Merchant shortstop down there to a nice sliding stop, but unable to get back up and fire over to first for the out. Messerschmidt now in for Marshfield. Messerschmidt ready here. Sees the pitch, lifts that one out to center field. And that is caught there for out number 3, but the Chaparrals come through. They score 5 in the top of the 4th. Again, initiated and ignited by Riley Erickson in a 3 RBI double. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Marshfield 5, Abbotsford nothing. From the family at Nasonville Dairy, thank you for watching this presentation of live high school sports. Nasonville Dairy is over 125 years in the making and has been supporting Wisconsin sports for just as long. Nasonville Dairy supports 180 family farms throughout Wisconsin and is committed to supporting local dairy farmers and all the student athletes in central Wisconsin and beyond. NasonvilleDairy.com.
Cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Just about set here for action in the bottom of the 4th. Abbotsford Merchants coming up. We take a look at the Chaparrals' schedule, and of course on Wednesday, coming up here just this Wednesday the 27th, is Military Appreciation Night at Jack Hackman Field. First pitch scheduled for 7, and it is quite an event that we've got planned for you that day. It is a military, Army UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter will make a fly-in right during the national anthem as Lois T-Strike sings the national anthem. That Black Hawk's going to land and dazzle the crowd and get the Chaparrals ready for for their game against the Wapaka Lakemen. And live stream available again at ZaleskiSports.com. But I would say come on down to the field, check that out. There would be a lot of people there. But don't let that dissuade you. It's going to be fun. And again, that's Military Appreciation Night, Wednesday, 7 p.m. at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Rao here at bat, singled back in the first. Strike there. And Abbotsford in a 5-0 hole here in the bottom of the 4th inning. League play, Dairyland League, and Rao lifts one there into center field, and that's going to get down for a hit. Rayburn unable to get under it, and Rao on and gets the Merchants started here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Sean Wagert here for Abbotsford. Only his second at bat, so Chaparral has already been through their order 3 times. Merchants getting around here for their 2nd time, as Lancour has been good and great from the mound today for Marshfield. Low there for a ball. Reminder, if you have a referral from your doctor for physical therapy, you have a choice, and your choice should be Sport and Spine Clinic of Auburndale and Marshfield. 2 locations, Brittany over in Auburndale and Mary in Marshfield, and they're ready to help you. So again, you get a referral from your doctor for physical therapy, you have a choice, and you should choose Sport and Spine Clinic of Marshfield and Auburndale. 2 balls, 1 strike. That ball chopped, fouled off his foot there, so he's in foul territory when that happens. Wagert complaining that he had to run all the way down the line before the call was made. Jokingly complaining. 2 balls, 2 strikes, Rao in first. Nobody out in the bottom of the 4th for Abbotsford. Ball low. Full count now to Wagert. Lancour looking for strikeout number 4 today. And the pitch. That ball hit right at Metz at second. Picks it up there, picks it up again, and no play. He's not able to get the ball out of his hand. Wagert reaches on a E4. Trevor Stutchin now, left fielder for Abbotsford. Singled back in the 2nd inning. At bat number 2 for him. Strike on the outside 3rd. Looks like when Lancour needs to, he can throw a strike. Not having any trouble finding his pitches today. Looks to second, looks home, fires home, grounded. Right there, Pills on the base for 1, over to first for 2, double play. Chaparral's Bobby Pills steps on second, fires over to Messerschmidt for out number 2, and 2 down now for Abbotsford. Nice play there by Pills to get 2 quick outs. I know we've got Tyler somebody here at bat. Tyler Clifford here for Abbotsford, first baseman. Struck out back in the 2nd inning. He's got Rao on 3rd. If he can get the ball down and out of the infield, Abbotsford has a chance here to score. With 2 outs, though, anything in the air will end the inning. Held up there. Would have swung at strike 3. Instead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lancourt here looking to strand that runner at third for Marshfield. Lancourt ready, fires home, holds up again for ball 2. Lancourt ready and delivers. High. 3 straight balls there for Lancourt, and Clifford has ran the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Lancourt sets down Clifford and leaves that runner stranded on third. And Chaparral scored 5 in the top half of the inning. We go to the 5th. Marshfield 5, Abbotsford 0. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Live Marshfield Chaparrals baseball today, taking place in Abbotsford. Thank you to Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Daily specials and home of the Champ. It's my favorite burger there at Chips, is that Champ. Go ahead and get one of those. Anyway, daily specials over at Chips. Get cooled off on a hot day like today, head over there. And if you're looking for a place to take the team after today's game or later on this evening, go to Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. If you're in a hurry, go through the drive-thru, same great menu at Chips Hamburgers. Again, Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Pills singled back in the 4th. Later came around to score. That one fouled up and out of play. And oh, hey, now that would have been nice, because it's actually my Jeep. I would have liked that ball to go right in there. Just settle right in there, a little souvenir for the drive home. Windshield's already got 2 holes in it, so I don't care about that. Yeah, ball headed right at me over here, and caught right in front of me. How about that? Nice play there by Tyler to collect that one for an out. First Pills hits my Jeep, and then he attempts to hit me. Donahue up at bat number 4 as the Chaparrals cycle through here for the 4th time. End of the, or Rachel, is this his 3rd at bat? I think it's his 4th. Right, is this his 3rd or his 4th attempt? Chaparral cycle through for their 3rd time, getting a bit ahead of myself. Donahue reached back in the 4th inning and then later scored. That ball popped here to first. Under it for the out is Tyler. Tyler Clifford there made the last 2 outs. And 2 down now for the Chaparrals. Metz now up. He struck out back in the 4th inning. We take a look at that bearded fella here behind at the plate as that ball sailed about 8 feet over his head. Whew. I think it was the magnetic push and pull of his beard that sent that ball way over his head. That one in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Mets with 2 strikeouts today, looking to get on base here and maybe get a 2-out rally started for the Chaparrals. Strike at the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a swing and a lifted towards center and popped out of his glove there in center field. Nice attempt there by the Merchant center fielder, but just couldn't quite get the ball in his glove. Left fielder McDonald now 4th at bat now. Now the Chaparrals start to cycle through for their 4th time today in the 5th, only the 5th inning. They've got 5 runs on the board to show for it thus far. McDonald right back at the pitcher up the middle. Lost track of the ball there momentarily, as I think that went right through the pitcher's mitt. And then right back up the middle all the way out to center field. At any rate, McDonald's on with a hit at first. Mets over to second, and center fielder Rayburn now with runner in scoring position, looking for run number 6 here today. Rayburn singled back in the 4th inning. That ball ripped right at the second baseman for out number 3. So Chaparrals with a couple on, unable to produce any real threat here in the top of the 5th inning. So we go now to the bottom of the 5th. It's still Marshfield 5, Abbottsford 0. V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. We take a look down the right field line here at Red Arrow Park. 325 straight down the right field line. And again, kind of that bowed outfield fence. Haven't had any balls hit out there, but kind of a fun adventure when they are, because that fence in right center bows all the way out. It's actually a little bit deeper than straightaway center, I believe, by the time it's all the way said and done. Make sure to stay tuned for the Wheelers Chevrolet postgame show. Talk to Coach Rayburn and a player of the game to be named. I know Rachel will figure that out for us. Wheelers Chevrolet with 7 locations across central Wisconsin. And WheelersGM.com. Check out their inventory there. Oil change, tires, service, you name it. They'll do that for you too. That's Wheelers Chevrolet postgame show coming up at the conclusion of today's game. Robita up now for the Merchants, singled back in the 2nd. Lancour still on the hill for Marshfield. 4 strikeouts on the day. Outside for a ball. Strike at the knees. Just lifted that pitch location from pitch 1 to pitch 2 about 3 inches. Pitch number 60 coming up here for Lancour. Off-speed pitch high for a ball. 2-1. Ball hit towards short. Pills with it. Over to first. Messerschmidt collects for the outs. 6-3. And Robita retired here in the bottom of the 5th. And Pill's having a nice game here in the field. Also scored once. Larson up now, also singled back in the second. Back-to-back singles in that second inning, but Abbotsford unable to push any across. Still 5-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Marshfield ahead. Lancour ready and delivers. At the knees for a strike. Strike shown there. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Larson. The wind and the pitch. Inside, ball 2. Sun now shading the field for the first time, probably since back in the first inning, as the clouds getting thicker. That ball hit off the plate, down towards first. Messerschmidt with it there. He'll step on first himself for out number 2. Ball bounced right off the dish. And right down to Messerschmidt at first. Two down now for the Merchants. Ball high for ball 1. Temporarily lost our connection here with Rachel, so we'll get her back here in just a moment and get our stats and numbers back up and running. Ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Two outs here again, bottom of the 5th. Marshfield still leads 5-0. Ball in the dirt there. Lancour apologizes to Erickson after the ball came up off the dirt. .3-0 the count. Lancour delivers. Strike down the middle. Taken all the way was the Abbotsford hitter. Ball at the eye, so walk issued by Lancour. And again, we'll have get reconnected here with Rachel any minute here, and we'll get our stats and numbers back up and running. Back to the top of the lineup now. Schumacher in for his 3rd time today. Struck out back in the 3rd inning. Ball in the dirt there. A couple pitches now by Lancour in the dirt. He's coming up on his 70th pitch here. And maybe tiring just a bit. Keep an eye on him. Ball low. So Lancour a little bit trouble locating here. Last batter and a half. Strike there, just a bit high in the strike zone, but just below the letters for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. Low there, low strike for Lancour, and the count is even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lancour checks first, looks to home, fires, outside for a ball. Full count now. full count pitch. Runners moving, ball hit into center field, and that'll get down for a hit. Schumacher with a 2-out knock. Runners at the corners now for the Merchants. Nice at bat there by Schumacher to challenge Lancourt and get himself a hit. Right fielder Ian Rao, he struck out back in the third. 2 outs now, runners on the corners for the Merchants. Ball in the dirt. Again, Lancourt struggling just a bit here in the bottom of the fifth. Looking to keep Abbotsford scoreless and fires in a strike there. A low strike zone today here in Abbotsford. Been fairly consistent, just low. And the 1-1. Ball hit up and out of play and right off the light standard and coming down on the broadcast tent. Everybody's under attack here at Red Arrow Park today. Nobody's safe. Good thing there's a tent there under our broadcast tent there, as Rachel and Trevor were under attack this time. Strike 3 called. Lancourt strikes him out, and the Chaparrals force Abbotsford to leave 2 stranded here as we finish up the 5th inning. Score still Marshfield 5, Abbotsford nothing.
My name is Marissa, and I just finished my junior year in college. It's time for me to buy my first car before I start my senior year and before I start my career search. I clicked on an ad for Wheelers and found a car that was in my budget. I contacted the dealership and they emailed me an appointment for test drive. Test drive day is here. The sales staff was helpful and made sure I was comfortable learning about the car. It only took a few minutes and my credit application was approved. Just a couple of quick signatures and a payment I can afford. My first time buying a car, and it was so simple. Thank you, Wheelers.
5th. Or ask Dan. Back here at Red Arrow Park in Abbotsford, and we see Dogs in the shade. Dogs taking a little bit of break down there, down the third base line. He's pretty active the last 2 innings. He's going to settle down here in the 6th inning as we head here to the last third of the game. He's going to take it easy over there. Good day, though, to bring a dog outside. No doubt about that. Yeah, Lancourt with 5 strikeouts here in the afternoon. Struggled just a bit there in the 5th. Looked like there might have been some action here in the Chaparral bullpen, but just some players getting out of the dugout and stretching. I don't see any real action there. We'll keep an eye on that, though. As Lancourt had some balls in the dirt, issued his first walk of the game, but he does have 5 strikeouts overall, and he's pitching shutout through 5 complete. So nice job under any circumstance, no matter what the pitcher's name is there. Throw down to second, and we are set here. Get us started here in the top of the 6th. Riley Erickson, catcher, up. He had a big 3 RBI double that broke things open back in the 4th inning. He now gets the leadoff duties here in the top of the 6th. Erickson settles in, ready. Off-speed pitch for a strike. Yeah, we do have some relief pitching action happening here in the Chaparral dugout, so we'll keep an eye on that. Erickson pop up to center, under it there for the out. So Erickson on the second pitch, fly ball out to center field, 1 out. Sam Schwannebeck now for Marshfield. Schwanenbeck digs in. First pitch looks at a strike. I believe Schwanenbeck reached back in the fourth. He did record an out of some sort as a foul ball hits off the utility line. We think Schwanenbeck grounded out to second back in the fourth inning. If he did, it would have been 4-3. Schwanenbeck flew out to right field. All right, now we got it going on. Schwanenbeck flew out to right field back in the fourth inning. It's an F9 in the scorebook on most days. Ball high there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Low there for ball 2. Fouled straight back. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Take this time to remind you of our good friend Patty Hazenbank over at Century 21. Patty Hazenbank, consider it sold. Ball there, so Schwanenbeck draws a walk. Patty's got her featured listing over at 900 West 5th Street in Marshfield. It's a 5-bedroom beauty waiting for you right now. Give Patty a call or look her up on Facebook. And again, that's Patty Hazenbank. Consider it sold. Luke Wirtz now. Singled back in the 4th inning. Rips that one foul right down the left field line off the light standard down there. I think every obstacle in this park has been hit so far. A lot of things being hit. Again, 900 West 5th Street, Patty Hazenbank's featured property. Again, 5 bedrooms, nice sitting area, fireplace, living room, kitchen, nice kitchen, updated kitchen, and a billiards room. I know you need a billiards room in your house. I do. Played a little bit of billiards last night. Took a little family night excursion, played some billiards. I think I won every game. That's what I remember anyway. The 0-2 here to Wirtz, swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 outs now to Marshfield. Get billiards in your house, you'll be an expert pool player. Plus, you'll definitely be the coolest kid on the block, probably the coolest kid in town. Price has been reduced, so get a hold of Patty. Again, Patty Hazenbank, Century 21, consider it sold. Lifted there to second and dropped, and unable to get the foot down on the base was a shortstop there. If that ball came loose from the second baseman, umpire says you're about 3 feet off the bag by the time you had it. So Messerschmidt reaches, and another 2-out rally underway for Marshfield. Their rally ended back in the 5th inning, and now to Pills up. Pills popped up to third base just in 2 innings ago. So he takes a look here at his first pitch, hammers it foul. Kind of a chopping swing there by Pills. Two outs. Schwanenbeck on second, Messerschmidt on first. Pills at the dish. And the 0-1. Off-speed pitch there, chopped toward short over there, and makes the play just ahead of the Messerschmidt slide. So Abbotsford gets out of it. Marshfield again with 2 outs and runners on, unable to move them across. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Abbotsford looking to score. It's 5-0 Marshfield.
Welcome to the Zaleski Sports Show. I'm your host, Rachel.
Hey, welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski.
It's time for the Zaleski Sports Show 3 to C.
I'm in the house. I'm in the house.
He's in the house. He's in the house.
Have a great week, everyone.
Go Sports! Back here at Red Arrow Park in Abbotsford. It's Marshfield 5, Abbotsford nothing. We take a look here at the catcher's mitt, sitting right outside the Marshfield dugout. That mitt not being used today. Erickson using his familiar catcher's mitt behind home plate today. And it was Erickson who broke this game open back in the 4th inning with a 3 RBI double. Marshfield scored 5 total in the inning. 2 more came in after the Erickson double. Erickson himself scored. Rao up now in the bottom half of the 6th for Abbotsford. Garrett Rao here, the Garrett variety of the Rows. I think Rachel says he singled back in the 4th inning. Stranded on 3rd to end the inning back then. That ball ripped to right or left field. McDonald not able to get under it in time, and Rao gets the Merchants started. And the Merchants have had some hits here in the later innings, as we now have action in the Chaparral bullpen. If Rachel, actually, I can DH Sean Weigert now in for Abbotsford, single back in the 4th. Hunter Korger getting loose in the Chaparral bullpen right now. He was getting stretched out in the dugout in the top of the 6th. Now he heads to the bullpen and getting himself warmed up there with the help of Luke Wirtz. Low there for a ball. Actually, that's Palachek warming up Korger. Couldn't be Wirtz. He's out in the field. He's out in right field. High for ball 2. Ball 3, my apologies. 3-0. Lancour again here, struggling just a bit. He looked like he was running out of gas back in the bottom of the 5th. Able to get a strike across there. 3-1 now. He was struggling back in the 5th. And see if he can record an out here before they need to go to Korger in the bullpen. That ball hit straight back and foul. For strike 2, full count now. So Lancour able to dig deep and rear back to get a full count here after he started out 3-0. Time called. And Rao on first, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Second batter of the inning. Full count pitch by Lancour on its way, and that is hit out of play down the left field line. We'll see what that connects with down there. Connects with a tree. Count remains full. Again, Korger a little wild down here in the Chaparral bullpen. Just launched one over the fence. That ball screamed into right field. Nice piece of hitting there, and the Merchants have their first 2 runners on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Stutchin here, left fielder for the Merchants. Lancour still in. No outs, runners first and second. Strike at the knees. Good first pitch there by Lancour. Off-speed pitch at the top of the strike zone for strike 2, so Lancour out to an early no ball 2 strike count here to Stitchin. And the 0-2. That ball hit to Pills at short. Steps on the bag for 1. Over to Messerschmidt for 2. Double play, and Chaparral's turn to double play 2 innings ago looked just like that. And I think it was Rao again who was standing on third after that double play. So two Two quick outs there by the Chaparrals, and Lancourt now able to focus in on the Merchant first baseman here for out number 3, perhaps. Tyler Clifford. Grounds over to third. Pills picks it up, fires all the way across the field, and Messerschmidt bobbled it. Run comes across, and Abbotsford on the board for the first time today. Long throw by Pills, unable to erase Clifford at first, and Rao scores. Abbotsford now trails 5-1, bottom of the 6th. Strike there. Lancourt to Robita. Swung on and missed. Lancourt looks in and delivers. Strike 3, Cade Lancourt again. With his 6th strikeout today, he gets out of it for the Chaparrals. 1 run across for Abbotsford. We go now to the top of the 7th. It's Marshfield 5, Abbotsford 1. Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota, powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Chili. All right, take a look at our Marshfield faithful here. Made the trip cheering on the Chaparrals today as they're out to a 5-1 lead. Abbotsford does push 1 across in the bottom of the 6th. We go now to the top of the 7th. Rachel, who's our Abbotsford pitcher again, please? Morrow. Aaron Morrow still in for Abbotsford as we've got a scoreboard looking like a disco party out there, flashing zeros all over the place. Now they've kind of settled in on all zeros. It's kind of fun watching these scoreboards as we travel around here for baseball season. These are part-timers attempting to run the score. There we go. Now we're at a party again. Kind of looks like a strobe light out there. Anyway, a lot to get caught up on when you're not familiar with how to work the scoreboard as you kind of drop in once or twice a month to attempt to work the scoreboard. Donahue will lead things off for Marshfield in the top of the 7th. Morrow ready for his 7th inning of work here, and he'll pitch to Donahue. Donahue to center field and in for a hit. Nice piece of work there by Donahue to lace that single up there and get the Chaparrals started here in the top of the 7th. Metz now steps in. His 4th at-bat here today. He scuffled a little bit from the plate. He struck out twice. He did reach his last time up. But the beard does wonders, and before you know it, all of a sudden the beard's flying around the bases, so we don't have any worries there. Donahue on first. Nobody out, top of the 7th. Low for ball 2. Yeah, Morrow looks like he's got the same velocity he started the day with, so no real issues there. He's just given up the 5 runs, his only issue today. Got a couple strikeouts to his name as Metz hits that to center field. Under it there is Schumacher for the out. So back to the top of the order now to McDonald. Chaparrals now cycle through their 5th time today. Lots of at-bats. If you're looking for swings, today's the day to get it if you're a Chaparral. Again, 1 out. Donahue on first. Morrow ready and delivers. Low for a ball. Sun coming back out now over Red Arrow Park. We were shaded mercifully by clouds for the last inning. Now sun back out. Good summer day out here today. That is low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Summer though, it's what we're going to have. We're going to have 80s. We're going to have green trees, green grass, and baseball. That's what they call summer. Morrow delivers, and right to center field goes McDonald's hit. Under it there again is Schumacher. So Schumacher, 2 outs recorded, as both Mets and McDonald's fly out to center. Two down brings up Rayburn. See if Rayburn can start some 2-out magic here, as that ball is grounded to short and through. Abbotsford changed shortstops. With that, this new shortstop unable to get to that one, just under his glove. And Erickson now steps in. Erickson with 3 RBI on the day, and runners now first and second with 2 outs for Riley. Elmhurst now in at short for Abbotsford. Morrow looks at Donahue at second, fires home. Off-speed pitch for a strike to Erickson. Renderman in at right field for Abbotsford. Abbotsford with a couple changes here in the 7th inning. The scoreboard still undergoing construction right now, so just keep an eye on our scoreboard on your TV screen. That's all you need. 1 ball, 1 strike. Morrow shakes yes to the pitch. Looks to second, fires home. Off-speed pitch again has Erickson frozen. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the Chaparral catcher. Erickson having himself a game. He's looking for more of a game here if he can get a couple more to score. Ball in the dirt there, and both runners will advance on the wild pitch. Pretty close to a pass ball, but the ball was in the dirt. Usually that goes as a wild pitch. So runners now first, second and third for Erickson. A little bit easier task for an RBI. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. That ball hit right back through the second base hole, and Rayburn, Donahue scores. Rayburn around third, he'll score. And Erickson now with 5 RBI, and Chaparrals with a 7-1 lead in the top of the 7th. Erickson, nobody on first. He kind of challenges the dirt. It turned around though, comes back to first. Sam Schwanebeck now steps in for the Chaparrals, looking to keep the 2-out rally going. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Riley Erickson having himself a game today. That ball hit straight out of play, right just over the roof of that green Dodge over here. That's been launched at twice. Schwanebeck singled back in the 6th. He was walked back in the 6th, is what I just said. Erickson takes off. Schwanebeck hit and run. Erickson probably could have rounded third. No base coach down at third, though, so he had nobody to look at. Schwanebeck moves Erickson to second. Wirtz now steps in. His 5th at-bat today. And two hits after 2 outs for the Chaparrals. And a third hit should score Erickson from second. Now they've got base coaches. After some chastising of Erickson for not running well, he had no base coach to help him out. Now Rayburn's down to third. He'll help him. Luke struck out back in the 6th inning. See if he can get into one here and keep this 2-out rally going for Marshfield. Again, Marshfield with 2 here in the 7th. They now lead 7-1. In the dirt, ball 2. Morrow on his 101st pitch. Wirtz drives it to deep right center. That gets all the way to the wall. Erickson around. Schwanebeck runs through the stop sign momentarily, then heads back. Schwanebeck probably going too fast to stop on a dime. Oh, it's Palachek. My bad. Don't they kind of look the same? Okay. Palachek. Palachek rounded third there. He had a full head of steam, and I think Rayburn had to tie a rope to him and pull him back. Luke Messerschmidt now up. Got a RBI there for Wirtz. Gives Marshfield 8. 3 in the 7th. Inside for a ball. Ball hit, and that's in shallow center field there, and under it for the out. Marshfield scores 3. Big 2-out rally for the Chaparrals there, and they now lead 8-1 as we are in stretch time here in the middle of the 7th. From the family at Nasonville Dairy, thank you for watching this presentation of live high school sports. Nasonville Dairy is over 125 years in the making and has been supporting Wisconsin sports for just as long. Nasonville Dairy supports 180 family farms throughout Wisconsin and is committed to supporting local dairy farmers and all the student athletes in central Wisconsin and beyond. NasonvilleDairy.com.
Cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa Refrier, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Bottom of the 7th here at Red Arrow Park in Abbotsford. Marshfield up 8-1 over the Merchants. Need to get your insurance situation settled? Well, Marshfield Insurance is just the folks for you. They make buying insurance fun. It's not the most exciting task in the world to do, but it's something everybody needs to do. And they just do it in a little bit different way. They make it fun. So give them a call or visit them at marshfieldinsurance.net. Check out my main man, Brian Varsho. Brian will hook you up with a sweet policy, home, auto, whatever it happens to be. He's your man. Again, that's Marshfield Insurance, and located at, that's right, you guessed it, Marshfield. Korger now on the mound for Marshfield as Lancourt pitches 6 complete, only giving up 1 run today. Russ Elmhorst will step in for the first time today since taking over at short in the last inning. So again, Korger in to pitch. No other changes here defensively as we look across the outfield. Right, Palachek, center Rayburn, left is McDonald. And then coming into third, around the horn we go, is Schwanebeck, Pills, Metz, and Messerschmidt. Erickson still in catching. And Korger now will take on his first batter today. Strike there. Hunter Korger, number 17, in here for the first time again today. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and missed there for strike 2. And Lancour with 6 strikeouts in 6 complete innings. And the 2-2 swung on and missed, strike 3, so Korger records his first strikeout, picks up where Lancour left off, and there's 1 quick out for Abbotsford. Ogden singled back in the 5th. Steps in here in the bottom of the 7th. Ball hit to center field. Rayburn looks at it and is under it for the out. Nice job there by Justin Rayburn, and collects out number 2 for Marshfield. Schumacher now back to the top of the order for Abbotsford. He singled back in the 5th. Again, we're full sun here at Red Arrow Park in Abbotsford as the mid-afternoon sun pouring on here. Yeah, make sure to stay hydrated. Of course, you can accomplish that at a few places around the area. One place, Taqueria El Sol, right on the corner of 17th and South Central Avenue in Marshfield. They've got some of the biggest margaritas you've ever seen. A couple different beers on tap, bottled selection, soda, water. And they got food too. Tacos, burritos, churros, chimichangas. Whatever you got, whatever you need, they got it. Single there by Schumacher, and Abbotsford with 2 outs gets a base runner here in the bottom of the 7th. Taqueria El Sol, pretty good place. Zaleski Sports Show is recorded there live for the next 3 Tuesdays. And Renderman now with his first at-bat today. Again, Zaleski Sports Show every Wednesday at 5:30. Get caught up on all the action from around the area. There's a strike there fired in by Korger. We show you highlights, sports instructional, and a couple friendly faces. That's every Wednesday at 5:30 on Facebook. Focus on Marshfield and Charter Cable Channel 989. You can even see that right here in Abbotsford. Just turn on the TV or turn on your computer or your phone. I think a lot of people watch it on their phone these days. Swung on a miss there. These Chaparral Merchant highlights will be on the show this Wednesday. Check those out. Safe there is the runner. Abbotsford now with runners at first and second. Again, so we look forward to bringing you that show every week, Wednesday at 5:30, Zaleski Sports Show, and ZaleskiSportsShow.com. Garrett Rao now for the Merchants. Runners on first and second. He singled back in the 6th. The hit here should score 1. Abbotsford in need of runs here in the late game 7th inning, and they're down by 7, 8-1. Korger steps off, wipes the sweat from his forehead, and gets back on. It's hot here. Would not be surprised at all if sweat's dripping over his eyebrow into his eye. Outside for a ball, Erickson fires down, and he's called out there on the throw down by Erickson. Caught him leaning, Riley Erickson. He races base runners, and he is doing it all today for the Chaparrals. 5 RBIs, and he's taking care of the base runners too. That's it for the 7th. We'll go now to the top of the 8th. Marshfield 8, Abbotsford 1. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. And we move now to the top of the 8th. Pills will start things off for the Chaparrals here. Again, clouds just getting little by little thicker and thicker as we move on here, but no real threat of rain in the imminent forecast, so this game will go on as scheduled. It was thought in the morning that there's a chance that rain could move in by 3 o'clock or so. It doesn't look like that will be the case. So we would get a full and complete game here, notwithstanding any Abbotsford rally here, but they're going to need to score a bunch. They're down 8-1 as we start the top of the 8th inning. Throw down to second, and we're all set. We've got a new pitcher, and I know Rachel's going to tell me who this pitcher is here momentarily. Nope, for the Abbotsford squad. Trevor Stitchen moves in from left field to pitch now for the Merchants, and he pitches the ball to Pills. That pitch is inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Stitchen ready, turns, fires. Strike there. Got a little bit different delivery, a little bit more of a sidearm delivery compared to Morrow. I don't think the Chaparral hitters will think of that, though. That's what I'm here for. That ball squibbed foul. It's Pills ahead of that one. Hit it just about straight behind him. Pretty unique circumstance there to hit it right behind him, but that's what he did. Nice facility here in Abbotsford. Again, it's unique. It's got its own unique flavor here with the grass baselines on third and first. And I mentioned a couple times with that unique formation there in right field as Pills gets things started with a hit. And Chaparrals with 1 aboard here to start the top of the 8th. Jack Donahue now steps in. Donahue's had a good day from the plate today. Doing his part to stay active in the team as he nurses his elbow back to health. Right-handed pitcher with right-handed elbow problems equals designated hitter. Stitchen ready. Delivers inside for ball 2. And Pills at first. Throws back. Pills back in time. A couple more umbrellas now opening up in the grandstands and along the baselines here at Red Arrow Park as the sun comfortably beating down on us. Swung on and missed by Donahue. 2 balls, 1 strike. .330 here in the top of the 8th inning. Started this game just about 2 hours ago. Donahue to center field and Schumacher under it there for out number 1. One down, Ryan Metz steps in. Metz flew out to center field an inning ago. As he looks and sees Pills on first and looks up at a ball. High delivery there from Stitchin. Metz straight back towards Butternut, into the front lawn there, right? Whoever lives here on the southeast corner, right across from Red Arrow Park. They've had a front lawn full of baseballs today, and it looks like we may need a couple baseballs here as the home umpire's searching for a ball. One ball, 1 strike to Metz. Stitchin ready, delivers. Off-speed pitch for strike 2. Kind of floated one in there. Stitchin ready. Metz stays alive. Fouls that one straight back. I think Rachel probably could have grabbed that one if there was no fence there. Yeah, she said she could have. Again, there's a microphone there if Rachel wants to grab one, and she can chime in. She probably got some things to say, I would bet. If you know her, you know she has something to say. The 1-2 swung on and missed, strike 3. Metz goes down. 3rd time he's struck out today, and this time for out number 2. McDonald now back to the top of the order. At bat number 6 for McDonald here in the top of the 8th. Throw over. Pills comes back and steps on the base. He's safe. I think Stitchin may be thinking Pills is on the move here with 2 outs with the leadoff hitter up. And not a bad plan. McDonald makes contact on a hit and run. Wouldn't be the worst thing that ever happened. That ball's high. Again, top of the 8th inning, Marshfield 8, Abbottsford 1. Lancour pitched 6 complete with 6 strikeouts, only gave up 1. That ball is rocketed to center field and over the head of Schumacher. Pills is on the move. He's headed to 3rd. He's rounding 3rd to score. McDonald on his way to 3rd. And Nate McDonald in with a stand-up RBI triple with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Nice piece of hitting there by McDonald, and nice wheels by both McDonald and Pills, as we see Pills now on McDonald here on second base with that stand-up triple RBI stroke over the center fielder's head. Brings up Justin Rayburn. Singled back in the 7th. Up here in the 8th with 2 outs. Low for ball 1. Yeah, a nice piece of hitting there by McDonald to send a rocket out to center just over Schumacher's reach, allowing Pills to score all the way from first. Rayburn with the hit over to short. Throw over to first and gets by the first baseman off of the brick retaining wall. That scores McDonald. Rayburn reaches, hustled down the line as the throw was just a bit off. As Rayburn hustled down the line, records an RBI of his own, and it's now 10-1 Marshfield. And the leader in the clubhouse for our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House Player of the Game, Riley Erickson, steps in. That was a full sun highlight house there. That was I need a beer and a half before I let the real one loose. We take a look here at Erickson getting ready for his 6th at-bat. Again, he's got 5 RBI today. Swung on and missed there. He's got half of the Chaparral run total under his belt. It's a solid day's work no matter who you're playing against. And today they're playing Dairyland League competition here, so this counts. Erickson to right field. Under it there for the out is the right fielder. So out number 3, Erickson got under it just a bit. And the Chaparrals finish up their top half of the 8th, but not before scoring 2 more. It's the bottom of the 8th coming up. Marshfield 10, Abbotsford 1.
My name is Marissa, and I just finished my junior year in college. It's time for me to buy my first car before I start my senior year and before I start my career search. I clicked on an ad for Wheelers and found a car that was in my budget. I contacted the dealership and they emailed me an appointment for test drive. Test drive day is here. The sales staff was helpful and made sure I was comfortable learning about the car. It only took a few minutes and my credit application was approved. Just a couple of quick signatures and a payment I can afford. My first time buying a car and it was so simple. Thank you, Wheelers.
Again, we take a look at our Wheelers Chevrolet scoreboard. We see 10-1 Marshfield here coming into the bottom of the 8th. Again, stay tuned for our Wheelers Chevrolet postgame show. Coming up at the conclusion of this game, we will talk to Chaparral coach Justin Rayburn. And as we alluded to, we've got one candidate to go in the highlight house. There's probably another one out there. Let's see what happens here in the next inning and a half. We take a look at Donahue here doing some stuff behind home plate. Not exactly sure what exactly he's going on there, but he's doing some stuff, helping out. Doing designated hitter stuff, I suppose. Anyway, Wheelers Chevrolet postgame show coming up here in just 1.5 innings. Check out any of Wheeler's 7 locations all across central Wisconsin, including right here in Abbotsford. Nice facility here in Abbotsford. And you can check out any of their inventory online at wheelersgm.com. Rao sends one right towards that green Dodge over there again. Misses it for the 3rd time. And I think we're down to just 1 or 2 kids now running for foul balls. It's everybody's a little bit worn out today, perhaps. As Rao sends one to center field, Rayburn sees it, under it, and caught for the out. I think Rayburn had to move about 1.5 steps to his left, and he was under that one for out number 1. Nate Newman now steps in. First time today. Merchants looking for some fresh life here. Get some new batters in. Get a rally started as they're down 9 here in the bottom of the 8th. Take a look there at Newman as his stance looks pretty good late on that swing, though. Teammates telling him just to swing a little bit faster. And swing and a miss there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Korger with 1 strikeout so far today in relief duty. He came in back in the 7th. Strike at the knees called, strike 3. Newman goes down. Korger picks up his 2nd. Two quick outs for Abbottsford in the bottom of the 8th. Low for a ball. We'll say hi to everybody back at home watching. And all across Wisconsin, really, is that one's going to get down in the gap. Yes, it gets past. Gets past Palachuk there in right. And a 2-out double for Abbotsford. Tyler Clifford here, back up in the 8th. Singled back in the 6th inning. Ball low there. And pretty formidable cloud deck moving in here as Erickson's under this one. And he records out number 3, so 1 base runner on for Abbotsford. He's stranded at 2nd. And no runs here in the 8th inning for the Merchants. We go now to the 9th. Marshfield 10, Abbotsford 1.
Welcome to the Zaleski Sports Show. I'm your host, Rachel.
Hey, welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski.
It's time for the Zaleski Sports Show 3 to C.
I'm in the house. I'm in the house.
He's in the house. He's in the house.
Have a great week, everyone.
Go Sports! Camera? All right, back here at Red Arrow Park, and we see some folks here seeking shade. Good idea, too. Fairly decent cloud deck moving in. Again, no rain looks to be imminent as we take our second look today at our Little Sprouts Learning Garden radar. We're now turned to mostly cloudy to the west, and that's where the clouds will come in from. But no rain, and we're here in the 9th inning with a 9-run lead, so we should see a complete game without any weather disruptions as we look to finish things off here. Again, the Wheelers Chevrolet postgame show coming up at the end of this inning. WheelersGM.com. We'll talk to head coach Justin Rayburn, and barring any type of chaparral meltdown, we'll talk to our highlight house player of the game, Riley Erickson. That is if he'll talk to us. Schwannebeck up for Marshfield. He'll get us started here in the 9th. Singled back in the 7th. Thank you. Palachuk in. Yeah, the numbers didn't match. The face didn't match. Palachuk in for Marshfield. Gets us started here in the top of the 9th and sees the ball low. Wirtz on deck. Strike at the letters there. Stitchin still in, pitching for the Merchants. His second inning. Morrow went 7 complete. Gave up eight runs. Palachuk there into center field. And that drops in for a hit. So Palachuk on, gets the chaparral started here in the top of the 9th inning. Wirtz now, doubled back in the 7th. Palachuk with a nice game today, and we know he's a friend of the Zaleski Sports Show. That one nubbed back to Stitchin at the mound. Over to second and a wild throw there. Palachek over to third. He's in standing up there. Wirtz kind of nubbed that one off the top of his bat, right back to the pitcher, Stitchin. He turned and fired to second, and with two converging there at second, ball got through. Runners now in the corners, nobody out. Messerschmidt up now here in the ninth inning, swung on and missed. Hey, it's about time you made it. Inside for a ball. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. Messerschmidt hits that one into shallow left, and that drops in. Run will score. Palachek crosses the plate. Ring the bells for Messerschmidt. As we see our Green Bay Packers draft expert, Adam Sievert, strolling past here. It's almost Packer season. Almost. Another month they'll be in training camp. We got another month plus, though, chaparrals to get through first. Uh-huh. Pills in. Goes around on the first one, strike 1. I think Rachel's telling me that Pills called a shot here. That's interesting. I think he's got shallow outfield power, so good luck with that. Tell him I said that too. Stitchin fires. Yeah, inside for strike 2, so 0-2 quickly to Pills. And that's what you get for calling your shot. Stitchin fires in. Reaches forward as Pills, fires over to second for the force. Pills will come down to first on the fielder's choice. Probably be required to clean Messerschmidt's pants there from forcing him to slide into second. I think they just made that agreement there on first. 1 out, runners in the corners. Donahue, who was kind of showing his catching skills at the top of the inning, or the bottom of the 8th inning. Now see what his batting skills can do. As Wirtz is on third. The 1 run was Palachek coming across the plate 2 batters ago. It's 11-1 Marshfield, top of the 9th. Donahue hits that right over here towards first and caught for the out. Nice spin around and catch, staying centered and under it. Those are baseball fundamentals right there. Get under the ball, and he did just that for out number 2. No real sun to deal with there. Most of the time he was looking away from the sun, so nice catch. Ryan Metz with 2 outs, runners in the corners. Stitchin peaks at third. Throws home, Metz swings through it for strike 1. Metz struck out back in the 8th. He's got 3 Ks attached to him now. That one is popped up here. First baseman calls off Stitchin, and out number 3 recorded. Last chance coming up for Abbottsford as we head to the bottom of the 9th. They are down 11-1. Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chile Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chile Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chile Implement. Chile Implement, located. Bottom of the ninth here at Red Arrow Park. Last call for Abbotsford. We take a look at our home plate umpire today. Nice job back there behind home plate. Also take this opportunity to remind us to say thanks to our good friend Rich Hole. Called up for the first time in his career to the state baseball tournament this year. Did a nice job. Nice umpire and all-around good person is Rich. Good to know him if you can, so get to know him. And that will also remind you about our friends over at Solutions in Marshfield. Solutions landscaping during the summer anyway. Landscape, lawn care, asphalt maintenance, repair, seal coating. And they're in need of a couple employees right now. $12 an hour to start. Give Rich or Travis at Solutions a call or dial them up on Facebook. Send them a message. Pretty good summer job to have. Pretty good job to have here. Finish up your summer maybe before you go back to school or maybe start a career with Solutions. They do work year-round. Get all those services available in the spring, summer, and fall, and then you try your hand at plowing some snow in the winter. Maybe you're already good at it. Either way, they'll help you. They'll train you. Training is available over at Solutions. And again, $12 an hour to start. Give Rich or Travis a call right now. Elmhorst in now for the second time today. Struck out back in the 7th. Swing and a miss to start his at-bat here in the 9th. Again, runner on for Abbotsford. They need a rally here to scrape back from a 10-run deficit here in the bottom of the 9th. Outside for a ball. And again, our Wheeler Chevrolet postgame show coming up. What could be in a matter of moments. Low for a ball. Korger in his 3rd inning here. Struck out 2 in relief of Lancour. Lancour in 6 complete innings. 1 run, 6 strikeouts. Nice job by Cade today. Fouled back. Elmhorst staying alive back there. Our stats expert Rachel says Korger only with 1 K thus far. And it was the K to Elmhorst back in the 7th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on, a miss for strike 3. Elmhorst goes down. Out number 1 in the bottom of the 9th. Ogden here flew out to center back in the 8th inning. 7th inning. Must have been the 7th. Yeah. That one fouled up and out of play. That's going to land nicely in the grass right behind the grandstands. Actually, it's going to bounce across the street right into that front lawn again. A lot of action over there. You could have probably parked your lawn chair over there and made a quick $6 today. Yeah. Take that down to the casino and make it 60. Ball into right field. Pills is back. And McDonald calls him off for the out, so nice play there by Nate McDonald. Calls off Pills. That's the right call there, too. He's got a full head of steam coming in. That's the play every time. Instead of your shortstop going backwards to make a catch, you'd much rather have your outfielders running in to make the catch, and that's what happened there for out number 2. Schumacher at bat number 4. He singled back in the 7th. And it is perhaps final batter time here for Abbotsford. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. In the dirt, ball 1. Korger delivers at the knees for a strike. It's been a low strike zone today, and it's been there all day, though. So you can complain in baseball about a strike zone, but if it's been that way the whole game, it's the way it's going to be outside for a ball. After your first cycle through the lineup, you get accustomed to it, and on you go. Low there for ball 2. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Runner on first, bottom of the 9th. Abbottsford down 11-1. And the pitch. Low and walks Schumacher. Does Korger. 2 base runners now for Abbottsford, and perhaps the 2-out rally they're looking for. As we are, Ian Rao now comes in under full cloud cover here in the bottom of the 9th. The clouds have moved in the dirt for a ball. Really no wind or breeze to speak of. The clouds are still. It's been that way just about the whole game. Strike there. Started out with a little bit of wind in pregame, but after first pitch, we haven't really felt any wind here at all. Had plenty of sun. Now it's all clouds. Low for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball hit back up in the infield. Metz has got it. Throws it over to Messerschmidt for out number 3. So that is the outcome we thought was going to happen here after a big 4th inning for the Chaparrals. They got out to a big 4-0 lead, 5-0 lead back in the 4th inning. They scored 3 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th, and that gives them an 11-1 win, moves them to 8-1 overall on the season. We will be right back with our Wheeler Chevrolet postgame show. From the family at Nasonville Dairy, thank you for watching this presentation of live high school sports. Nasonville Dairy is over 125 years in the making and has been supporting Wisconsin sports for just as long. Nasonville Dairy supports 180 family farms throughout Wisconsin and is committed to supporting local dairy farmers and all the student athletes in central Wisconsin and beyond. NasonvilleDairy.com.
Cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Guys, how's it looking?
Luge that glove. Just throw up in my
Chaparrals, merchants, chaparrals. And up the whole way, Trevor. Okay, all right. Should we go? 2. We'll meet you down there.
change.
What's Bill's doing here?
No, we don't want you to change right in front of the camera.
Can you man the camera though? We just got a dust storm over here. Trevor, how far do we go? Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Huh? Right here is good? Okay, we got audio now? Yeah? Okay. Okay, well that's all you need is to hear me. Okay, Jiminy Christmas. We ready? Okay. All right, guys. Jason with the Zaleski Sports Show. Thanks for staying patient with us as we start our Wheelers Chevrolet postgame show here with Coach Justin Rayburn. Coach, let's just talk a little bit about home game versus an away game. We were here on the road with you today. Just tell us a little bit about what's different maybe in pregame prep or as you the mindset coming into a road game.
Well, everything's a little different as far as your warm-ups because when you're a home team, you're warming up first. So things are a little different for the pitcher. It took us a little while to get going today with the bat, so I don't know if that's relates to being an away game or just a warm day or whatever it was, but it took us a little bit to get going.
Lancourt, 6 solid innings today, 6 strikeouts, only 1 run given up. It got a little bit tired there, maybe the heat was getting to him, but pretty solid performance by Cade today. Yeah,
Cade pitched really well. He was on the fence of if he was going to go in the 6th or not, or if he was going to go one more, and went one more, and but he pitched well, and then we had good relief too. So 11-1 here in a conference game, you getting everything accomplished you need to this year? I think so. I think this might be the best start we've had since I can remember. So I think we're playing good ball right now, and the thing is to keep it going. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Coach, for visiting with us. We'll talk to Riley here coming up. He's over here. All right, come on, Riley. Thanks, Coach. Wow, huh? Yeah? All right, yeah, it's a hot one. All right, we're here with our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House Player of the Game, Riley Erickson, 2-time Highlight House Player of the Game. This is time number 2, so you're an old pro at this. Let's just first talk about that. I mean, it was mid-80s all day, no breeze or wind to speak of. How do you keep cool behind a plate during a game like today?
All you can do is, behind the plate when you get in there, you just got to get your gear off, try and get a towel around your head or something like that. Drink a lot of water. I mean, I drank quite a bit, but then, even come around the 6th inning, you start to get a little lightheaded, so you gotta really stay hydrated, but that's about it, that's all you can do.
And perhaps getting heated up behind the plate helped you get heated up with the bat in your hand. 5 RBI today. I mean, what else could you have accomplished today from the plate?
I had some good hits in clutch situations, but there were a few ABs when he kind of got me out front on some curveballs, kind of out of my front leg, but, I just got to stay back a little bit and start driving some gaps a little more, but, I thought I had a decent day at the plate, but, yeah, just sit back a little bit.
Lancourt, Corger, combined for 7 strikeouts today. They pitch combined complete game 1-run game. So you really only needed 2 runs today, right?
Yeah, that's true. We wanted to get a few more. We wanted to give a little cushion there. But yeah, they pitched fantastic. We wanted to go right at them, really challenge them, make sure, we're going to make them hit their fastballs. They can both bring it pretty good, so we're going to make them consistently hit it before we start slowing them down or anything. But no, they pitched great. Okay, good. All right, I'm going to give you the microphone. You're going to give us a good I'm in the house. It's the camera that's right on top of the fence there. So I'm just going to step out of the frame. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1. All right. And then you do what you got to do. All right. Okay? All right, Trevor, we good? Yeah? Okay. 3, 2, 1. I'm in the house.
Nice job. All right, there he was, guys. Our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House Player of the Game, Riley Erickson, headed off the field here, and we head off the field with them with the Chaparrals taking down the Abbotsford Merchants 11-1. We'll be back with you on Wednesday. It's Military Appreciation Night over at Hackman and Marshfield. Get there early. It's going to be a big crowd. Plus, we've got the helicopter coming in, the Black Hawk UH-60. He's going to do a fly-in right during the national anthem. Are you kidding me, folks? Military Appreciation Day, and these marshaled Chaparrals move to 8-1, and they'll welcome in the Wapaka Lakemen, and we'll see you then.